The house was quieter than it should have been. Not peaceful, quiet. The kind of silence that hums with accusation. Her phone was on the counter, face down, screen smudged with fingerprints. I don't know why I picked it up. Maybe I wanted to feel the weight of her secrets. Maybe I was just tired of pretending. The screen lit up before I could stop myself. "You okay? Did he buy it?" No name. Just a number I didn't recognize. I stared at the words until the glow burned into my eyes. The last message I'd sent her replayed in my mind. "I'm sorry about tonight. Your family pushed too far." They had. Her brother's smirk. Her mother's comment about me being too sensitive. I'd said something back, something sharp, and then everything broke. They told me to apologize. Even her, my wife, the woman who used to defend me when no one else would. "You have two options," she'd said. "Apologize or leave." And I did leave. Not out of pride, out of instinct. The kind that tells you the ground you've been standing on isn't real anymore. I booked a one-way ticket that night, but I stayed awake until dawn, reading that message again and again, wondering who he was. I didn't ask her about the message. Not yet. Instead, I watched. The way her eyes flickered when she got a text. The way her phone stayed on silent, always face down. She laughed more at nothing, smiled at shadows. She was polite, too polite, like someone performing kindness. We slept in the same bed, but there was a space between us that could swallow sound. Her family stopped calling me. She stopped mentioning them. It was as if I'd been cut out, surgically removed, and she was healing around the absence. At dinner, she'd ask, "Are you going to work tomorrow?" I'd nod. Then she'd say, "Good, good." There was a rhythm to our conversations now, small words designed to mean nothing. She didn't notice I'd stopped responding to half of them. Then one night, while she was in the shower, I checked her phone again. It wasn't courage, it was inevitability. No messages, nothing incriminating, just one contact, recently deleted, retrieved through the backup. David. Work. She didn't work with anyone named David. I remembered him, though, her cousin's friend, the one who stayed too long after the reunion, drinking whiskey and talking about family loyalty, the one she hugged twice when they said goodbye. The next few days, I became someone else, calm, careful, calculating. At work, I smiled. I said good morning. I filed reports. But my mind was dissecting every second of the reunion. The laughter, the whispers, the way her cousin had looked at me when I stormed out. Almost sorry. Almost. I found David online easily. Public profiles, tagged photos. Nothing special until one caught my eye. A picture from the reunion. My wife standing next to him, too close. Her hand half hidden behind his back. A shape of something small, familiar. Her wedding ring. She wasn't wearing it in the photo. I ran a reverse lookup on the number that texted her. Same area code. Same neighborhood as David's apartment. Coincidence? Maybe. But I've learned that coincidences are just truths we aren't ready to face yet. So I tested it. I sent a message from a new number. "Is this David? We met at the reunion." He replied within minutes. "Who's this?" That was all I needed. The writing style matched the text from her phone. The same punctuation, the same habit of skipping apostrophes. I didn't reply. I didn't have to. I just stared at the screen and let the slow burn of clarity spread through me like frost. She was never going to tell me. She was never sorry. She was just waiting for me to apologize for ruining their little secret. The confirmation came in the simplest form. A receipt. Hidden in her coat pocket, folded twice. Hotel name, 2 nights, 2 guests. The date? The weekend after the reunion. No rage, no tears, just stillness. I placed it on the table, waited for her to come home. When she did, she looked tired, maybe guilty. "Hey," she said softly, like we were still pretending. I gestured to the paper. "What's this?" Her face drained of color. She reached for it, but I covered it with my hand. "I just want to hear you say it," I told her. Her lips trembled, eyes darting, searching for an exit. Then she whispered, "It was a mistake. Mistake." The word clanged in my head, hollow and meaningless. Leaned back, folded my hands. "How long?" She hesitated. That's how I knew it wasn't once. Finally she said, "Since before the reunion." Silence. A long, heavy silence that felt almost holy. Then I nodded. Okay. That was all. The next morning I left before she woke, packed a bag, took the ticket I'd bought the night of the fight. Before leaving, I placed my wedding ring in her coffee cup. Inside it, folded small, a note. "You have two options. Tell them the truth or live with the lie." I didn't need to see her reaction. I could imagine it. The panic, the calls, the sudden realization that silence was no longer safe. On the plane, I turned my phone off. By the time she noticed I was gone, it would already be too late. She'd search the house, call my name, find the empty drawers, the empty ring, the quiet. She'd think I ran away. But the truth was simpler. I left her exactly where she'd left me, surrounded by people who'd chosen her lies over my dignity. It's been 3 weeks. I watch the world from hotel windows now. Different cities, different skies. My silence is the only thing that still feels like mine. Sometimes I think about the reunion, the laughter, the way they all turned on me like a pack sensing weakness. They thought I'd break. They thought I'd beg. But they never understood. Leaving isn't running. It's release. I don't hate her. Hate requires energy, and I spent too much of that pretending to be loved. Now there's only quiet and peace, sharp as glass. She'll live with what she did, and I'll live with what I know. That some apologies come too late, and some don't need to be spoken at all.